I ate with the Coast Guard. Across the Atlantic with the Coast Guard, English Channel with the Navy, and come home with the Merchant Marine. I had all three. Merchant Marine and the Coast Guard was the best. I ate with them, ate breakfast, dinner, and supper with them.
What did the other guys get?
Oh, they had like beans for breakfast and steamed boiled chicken, hard-boiled eggs for breakfast. I ate ham, eggs, ham, bacon, cake for dessert. 3 times a day I ate with the crew. And I ate with the Navy across the channel. And coming home, I ate with the Merchant Marine. Now they feed the best, the Merchant Marine.
When did you, how far after D-Day did you go across the channel?
Well, it was in July when we come to, I got all the football field. So we missed, see, we were supposed to be on the first wave.
How did you luck out of that one?
Well, it's a fluke. You know, it don't happen, but it happened. In March, see, our advanced detail was already in England. They're supposed to prepare everything for us, the bedding and everything. They fill up mattress covers with straw. That was our mattress. Now the Army, for some reason, thought we were there. We turned in all our bunks, everything. Our troop train was already there waiting. 4 o'clock in the morning, you could never leave in the daylight, leave in the middle of the night. And we just sat around our bunks. We had all new equipment, our guns, we got new guns, everything. Waiting to leave. We went waiting. 4 o'clock come, nothing happened. 6 o'clock, 7. So finally, when we finally did go there, I happened to go to town. And I was getting ready to go back. We were living in Quonset huts. That's where they gave us the ammunition and everything for our guns, you know. And my colonel, which is our highest ranker, you know, the rank, you know, because we were only a battalion. And he saw me standing on the corner and he says, "Are you going back to camp?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was driving the Jeep and a general, a 4-star general, was sitting next to him. So I jumped in the back and I'm there, he's driving along easy and I'm listening to him talk. And I heard him say to the general told the colonel, he says, "You give us all kind of fits." He said, "We had you down for the first wave on the invasion, and he said a few days before that we found out you weren't even here." Now talk about luck. Can you figure that out? See, they thought we were there because our advanced detail was there.
Good thing it was a slow boat, huh?
That's a good thing. That's why we missed out on going on the first wave. Talk about luck, huh? We even walked down and to see the troop train, you know, and was waiting for us. 4 o'clock we were supposed to load up. Never happened. It was 18 below, so I don't know. But even if it was 8 below, it's cold. Now those things, you know, you're right there, and no windshield, no heat, and no vehicles had a heater. And drove all night. Now they had to stop about every 10-15 minutes because everybody was so cold. The convoy would stop and everybody jump out and jump around. And a couple of times we would put gas in the ditch and light it to try to warm up. Well, that worked for a while. That worked for a while until the German planes saw that one time and strafed us. So from then on, no more lights, no more. Everything was blackout, you know. you drove blackout, all you saw was two cat eyes in front of you. That's all you followed. Well, there's no windshield, nothing. I had no feelings in my hand, no feelings in my feet. And one foot, I kept beating against the side as you say, trying to get circulation. But this foot, I had to keep it on the gas. You know, I couldn't do nothing there.
Now, was there somebody else in the vehicle?
I had a kid next to me, yeah. So we stopped for we stopped again. And I told the kid, I says, I can't drive no more. I said, I'm so cold, I said, you have to drive. He said, I never drove this. I said, you're going to learn right now. So he started out, and boom, 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 you know, jerk, and it stalled, and I says, trap her down, then ease up. So he finally got it started, and I rolled up next to him on a iron floor, you know, the steel floor, in my blanket. I rolled up. The last thing I remember, I was in a big white room, and on one end of the room was a big fireplace. That heat was gone all through my body. And I kept saying to myself, this is heaven. I'm so warm. Oh, I'm so warm. Oh, God, I'm so warm. Well, good thing that they stopped me here, the convoy. And the kid went to wake me up, and he couldn't wake me up. So he told the other guys in the convoy, hey, I can't wake you up. So they reached down in there and they're shaking me. When I woke up, I started screaming. I said, you sons of bitches, why'd you wake me up? I was so warm. I said, God, the pain is horrible. And they said, come on out, come on. I said, I can't move. So they reached in and pulled me out, and they let me jump off. When I hit the pavement, I started screaming. The pain went all through my body. So the two guys grabbed me on each arm, and they started running me up and down the road. And I just was yelling. I said, God, needles were going through my body every time I took a step. So someone decided to throw gas. I jumped right into the flames, you know. That's how cold I was. So then I sat for a while on the exhaust of my armored car. There's a lot of, so I sat on there breathing all that fumes to try to get warmed up again. We drove all night.
You don't know where that was approximately, huh?
I have an idea. I think I remember it was that night we spent in a place called, I think it was Dijon. I think it was around Dijon.
But Dijon would be south of Nantes. Would that make sense from the Swiss border?
Yeah, that's where it was, yeah. Because I think we were in Dijon.
Tell me about the last time you were here.
The last time I was here was in, I believe, in June 1945, and we had a one-day pass to come here. And underneath this tower, the Eiffel Tower, was one of every aircraft that served in World War II. And we spent one day in Paris, and we went up to as far as the elevator went, it was up to second level, and we didn't have time enough to go the rest of the way because you had to walk the rest of the way. And since we're only limited how much time we can spend here, so we had to go see some other sites in Paris. So it happened to be a day just like this is today. Beautiful day it was. So we had a pretty good time here, although we were limited on the amount of time we had here.
Who were you here with?
What?
What was the name of the guy you were here with?
I was here with Moses. He was from Newcastle. Moses died about 20 years ago. So yeah, we had a great time here. And who would ever think that 63 years later I would be here again, to get up here. Wonder where that area is.
Let's go through the cemetery. And then you went to Luxembourg?
Went up to Luxembourg. Up near.
So you didn't even go to Bastogne.
No, we was to the right of Bastogne.
So you went to Luxembourg.
Yeah, I went to
And then
Luxembourg.
did you go towards Koblenz?
Then we went in. Then we went into Belgium. Really, Belgium.
You went to Belgium.
Yeah, and up I think around Saint Vith. Well, see, there's one star. One group went up towards Bastogne.
Yeah.
I know we went to Luxembourg. There's the Moselle River. I know we crossed the Moselle River.
So then you would have missed Belgium until you were coming back?
No, we went into Belgium during the Bulge. We went around in and around that area. I mean, it's hard to. I don't remember the town. You know.
Thank you for playing. Just an outstanding videographer.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing an amazing job today.
Yeah, you see these here light lines here. These are all trenches. They were all trenches here. See right there, and these guys set up. They set up their old machine guns. Up, down, and
so then-
also here.
So what happens once it gets...
Once he gets the sight on there, he hollers. He says, fire, you know. And there's a guy here.
This side or the other side, you think?
The guy's on that side. This opens the breach. This opens the breach. No, I think this guy does the firing too. He does.
Doesn't it have to spit the shell out after it fires?
It spits it out once when he
Pulls
picks
it back.
this up, the shell flies out.
Okay.
And the guy standing there, he's got the next one ready and he shoves it in.
How
He
does it...
shoves it in. As soon as he shoves it in, the breach isn't here. The breach ain't here.
With the firing pin?
Yeah, there's listen. Right out. And the guy shoves the next one in. And when the guy closes it, this just closes in. Then there's a trigger. I forget where it is. It's in here, somewhere in here. The guy that,
This isn't it?
no. I think he fires this himself. I don't know. Look how many hits.
Oh, man.
The only thing they aimed for that port, at least they was able to get a bullet into there.
Look at this thing, Lisa. Did you see the park works over here?
So. But they did get it though, look. They finally got into it. Them guys there, they didn't live long. Look how massive that is. It's what, about 8 inches thick. And these were probably naval guns that was firing at this thing.
It never like penetrated in through there. It only. That's
Oh,
where the
yeah,
gun.
It went in. It went in.
Don't look on the other side. And show me where, go up there and show me where it hit the other side, man.
Well, you know why, George? It hit the gun.
That's what I just said.
It
Yeah.
blew up the gun.
It was the gun that was coming out here.
Oh, yeah.
And it hit the gun there.
See, that gun was on the turret inside.
Yeah.
And they were taking in each.
Come on, I'll put you down. 60 tons.
Oh, yeah, finally. Boy, look at the shells that went into there. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we bivouacked for the night. Then we took off next morning. But everything is so different now. I mean, everything has changed.
Where did you take off for the next morning then?
We went to a town and we had it for like St. Mary-Glise and Carentan. I traded that off just to be able to eat with the crew. Oh, did I eat? Oh my God. I'm lucky. I ate on every ship. Coming here, coming to England, I really come with the Coast Guard.
Hey, what about George? George Chinesky was in your group too, right?
Yeah, he was in the same outfit. Yeah, he was only in. Well, he was at C Company, and then he ended up with the Recon Company, in the same company, you know. But he was in the other platoon, not in my platoon.
Well, you were doing recon too, right?
Yeah, I was Recon.
What is Chinesky still alive?
Yeah, you know where he lives at Sims Bowling Alley. He'd been living there now for 20 years, probably.
Yeah, I remember we used to pick him up.
Yeah, that's right. After the war was over, and we was at Reims, and living in 10 cities, and they made a cook out of me. We had no kitchen. Our kitchen was left someplace around here. When we come in here, our kitchen was left here. And I remember going to Sergeant Hickenbotham. First I talked to Burns because he had a little pool. He used to be a sergeant till he got busted. And I said, I went back in Recon. See, I was out of Recon. I was with headquarters. I come here, you know, I was supposed to be in rear echelon. I would have stayed in the rear echelon. Supply. And I didn't want that. I wanted to see action, you know. So I told Burns, I said, Burns, I went back into the platoon and back into the Recon. He said, there's no openings. So I went to Higginbotham. I said, Sarge, get me in, back in. I said, find an opening for me someplace. And he said, oh, I'll wait for after the first battle. He said, there'll be some openings. He's one that killed first. He was all right beside him blown off by a bazooka, German Panzerfleet. We lost one of our armored cars.
tough way to get a job.
But no, I got a job real quick. That's when Burns come up to me and he said, George, I think we found a place, but I don't think you want it. I said, I'll take it no matter what it is, as long as it's back with the old platoon. He said, I don't think, he kept saying, you won't take it. I said, yeah, I'll take it. He said, well, he said, you sure? I said, yeah, I don't care what it is. He said, well, I talked with Noble, and they said, there's only 3 of us in the Jeep, with Tuznik in the back with the 30 caliber machine gun, you know, he'd sit in the back. He said, we thought it would be nice to have another guy, because we're going to be in a lead Jeep. That's the first Jeep that goes out on a patrol. He said, we need a guy. He says, it'd be nice for you riding a shotgun. I said, what? And he laughed. He said, I knew you wouldn't take it. I said, yeah, I'll take it. God. You know, now they're sitting on raw eggs. That's what it is. I felt all the time. Sitting over that real white real of the Jeep. I pulled with my blankets, made a nice pad there, and that's where I sat. And this leg stayed out because I couldn't keep both legs in. One had to stay out because I was straddling the wheel. So this right leg always stayed out. And my job, you know, I tell them my job was, you know, to look in the front. If you see any dirt moved or something like that, you know, worried it could be a mine, and I'd look to the side, you know, always in the front, you know, and I had to keep my eyes peeled with my Tommy gun, you know, gone down. Oh, I tell you what, God, this was no American vignette, you know. that was a nerve-wracking job, I'll tell you. Like that one time we were rounding the bend and the goddamn that big 88 sitting. We looked face to face at that big 88. I said, oh my God. I said, this is it. And good things the Germans went by their gun. They were across the street, they were looting them, the factory. They had sardines in olive oil and marmalade, big cans, marmalade. So after next day we kicked the Germans out of that area, and then we come in and helped ourselves to the sardines and the marmalade. God, I ate, huh?
Where was that?
I can't remember that place. I know, all I know, it's not far from Looneyville. I know it isn't far from there. Boy, I have a picture someplace of me with this part here was all greased. Dark from eating sardines and wiping my hands on here. Oh, you know, greased up and eating and then wiping my hands. So, you know, in Belgium, this one girl took that thing, and boy, she got it pretty clean just by pounding. They didn't have soap. Yeah, I gave her soap. That's right, I gave her soap. Boy, they went crazy over that. Give them the soap. Ooh. When they use it, here's what they do. One swipe with the soap, that's it. Not like we'd go, you know, like this. No, they preserved that soap. They didn't waste it. Yeah, and then we'd go out in the mornings and it's cold. Even there was in the wintertime, we'd go break the ice where they fed the horses come to drink, you know, they have troughs outside. We'd break the ice and strip down, you know, and wash ourselves real quick and run back in the house. See, the General Patton says if you're near a village, you know, and if you could, move in with people. Don't, you know, if you can help sleeping out, move in with, you know, if there's a chance. If you're near a village or something, move in with the people. And they welcomed us. No, none of them bitched about it. They just loved us to come in and, you know, and talk with them. Oh, my own. Trying to understand them trying to understand us. But we had one boy, he was from Louisiana, Creole. And he was able to get along, you know. It's still French, you know, but it's a Creole, you know. So he did a lot of translating for us. Oh, the neighbors would come to the house, you know, and then the house would be filled just to talk with Americans, you know. This one girl, you know, she shimmied up, I mean, pretty girl, you know. So we went in the other room while the rest were BSing, we were mooching away, you know, and she's begged me, says, you come back, you know, come back. Yeah, I'll come back when the boys finish. Oh, the next day she's crying, you know, and I'm leaving. And all we did, we spent maybe half an hour there, you know. Had my arms around there, and I didn't try nothing, you know. I didn't try nothing.
How old were you?
That time, 21.
I wonder if she's still around. Maybe we can go find her.
I wouldn't even know the name of the village. I know it's in Belgium. I know I like to, if I could ever find that Oranienburg, something like that. There's that Schmidt family. They really took a shine to me because they said I looked just like their son, and their son was in the German, he was a Panzer Grenadier, and they got a letter that he's missing in action, and they showed me his picture. I did. I looked just like him. Yeah. They showed a picture of him in his Panzer Grenadier outfit, you know, and that was in Luxembourg. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't take $1 million to go through it again, but I wouldn't take $1 million for the experience I had, though. And I mean, I really had an experience, a very, very exciting life. Years, 64 years to come back after 64 years. It's so hard to realize that 64 years that I was here.
Alright, you want to move on?
Yeah, let's move on. Oh.
No, we thank you. We thank you. Thank you.
How nice. It's so nice. Thank you.
Thank you for coming back here.
Thank you. You know, you're tired, and like saying, you know, oh, look at this poor guy, he's so tired. And they were kissing me, and I'm gonna have to sleep. I open my eyes, you know, and
then then you just pulled back to where?
we go back towards St. Nicholas, somewhere around there, or towards Metz.
Metz is further north.
Yeah.
So when did you go to Looneyville? After?
I would say had to be after Nancy.
And then I thought you said you drove the armored car every day from Looneyville to Nancy to get the mail.
Right. But well, I'm trying to think where we were when I used to go to Nancy. I can't think about where we were at that time. Because I used to drive into Nancy to the post. I know it's by the railroad tracks. I know that because the Army had big warehouses there, and it was a Renault Works.
Maybe we can go to the tourist center tomorrow and ask. visitor centers in status.
To tell you, I remember overlooking on the hill, Louisville, and I'm watching down below us about maybe a half a mile away, if that. There was a field there, and there was a big tank battle going on between the Germans and Americans. And I was watching the tank battle. And I was watching that M8 with the, with the 37 cannon. Now there's a road built up. And that M8, we're laughing, They said, look at that guy with the pea shooter. He would drive up the bank, and just enough to get his there, and he'd fire a couple of shots, then it'd back down. Then it would go up again, fire a couple of shots, and back down. And we're laughing at him. I says, that guy in that pea shooter, he ain't gonna, do nothing. But of course, yeah, they could. Because you know why? I saw one tank knocked out by one of them, and you know what it was? A 20mm shell. You know where the guy hit it?
Where?
Right in the track of the turret.
Oh.
And the turret was locked. They couldn't move it. They couldn't move their guns anymore, and they surrendered. The Germans jumped down and surrendered. We laughed. I said, look at that. I said, this little thing knocked out that tank. That shell just big around. Knocked out that tank.
How about that?
Yeah, it stuck right in the track. And it locked the turret. See, it's hard for me to say because, I don't know, St. Nicholas, I know I was in and out of St. Nicholas 3 or 4 times. And would drive down. If there was a pocket, there was a big pocket once. I know St. Nicholas and down.
This is escargot? Oh my goodness, that looked delish.
La quiche Lorraine?
Over here?
La terrine? Just la
Over
terrine?
here?
Yum.
Voilà, je vais chercher le plat.
Okay.
See?
There you go. You like cucumbers, right?
I remember that. I remember the Vieux or whatever it is, the Vieux. I remember Foyville. I remember Bacharach. Remember? All right, the battling was all around this area. You see what I mean? So I can't tell you we were here today, we were there. God knows where we were. One day we were here, next day we were here. Next day we're up here. So, and there's even Ironville. So, I mean, to come in Louisville, we had to come in this way. Something about this is the direction we had to come because I remember these. Now, no, wait a while. Oh, okay, yeah. So now I traveled. We went all around this area, back around here, all these areas here, right? Then we stayed. There was a couple of days we spent in and around Louisville. I know we went through this area to the center there, that square.
By the train station.
Twice, maybe 4 times, in and out. We'd go in, out again.
And what were you doing when you were going in and out? You were engaging enemy, or you were just?
We were scouting.
Okay.
We scouted. We was in a recon platoon. That's why we moved a lot. Now, as we come in Louisville, we went up on top of the hill where I could look down on Louisville. I was able to and watch the shells hitting Louisville. Then, somewhere right around in here, right on in there, there was a tank battle that I watched that day.
Well, no, I thought that was Vericourt or something.
No. This is
a different one.
Oh God, that wasn't only one tank battle, but there was a tank. And that's where I watched that little gun with the 20mm cannon go up the hill, up the bank, and shoot, and then go back. And we call it. Look at that pea shooter shooting the tanks. And we're sitting up on the hill, on the hillside, looking there. Now, I know we spent 2 nights up on that hill. Now, there have been we must have spent, I would say, maybe 3-4 days. But we did a lot of, all around here, scouting.
So how many nights do you think you spent in this Looneyville area?
Two nights I knew for sure.
Whoa.
In and around. Not in, never in, but right on the outskirts. I could look down at Looneyville.
Okay, so for 2 nights.
For at least 2 nights.
Okay.
Could have
And
been
then you
maybe
went
three.
to
They
St.
could have been
Nicholas?
it could have been 2 nights, but maybe 4 days around there. Then we went down. We traveled all over this area, and I remember going through St. Nicholas a couple of times.
You said you started in St. Nicholas when you went and
The
liberated
battle,
Nancy.
when the battle started for Nancy, they formed a task force. The task force was I don't know, somewhere around in this area or this area, I don't know. And we ended up from St. Nicholas and marched the 2-lane road right into Nancy.
So that was the road we drove in on.
After Looneyville, then we drove into Nancy. And after Nancy, I can't even tell you where we went. I mean, we're heading towards the German border, I know that.
Yeah,
You
it's,
know.
the history of your platoon says you went from Nancy to Metz, towards Metz.
Right.
So now, where did you drive the armored car to pick up the mail every day? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that at all. I don't know where we were.
Now, and like you said, you did it every day. I mean, how often was that? For like
about-
a week or a couple of days?
No, at least. Maybe a week, maybe less. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, you know, things are happening every day. You can't put all that stuff in
No,
and
no.
remember it.
You know, but when
But
we
I'm
asked
pretty
about this,
sure-
you said you drove the.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't St. Nicholas. It had to be. There's Vitremont. I know that area. But I'm almost sure it was Looneyville that I used to go and pick up the mail.
And you were only in Nancy the one time.
But
So you were so after you made.
or was it Nancy I was picking up the mail? Wait a while, it was Nancy I was picking up the mail. There was a train station now, yeah, I drove in. Nancy there's a canal goes through there, right?
No, this has a canal going through it. See the canal right
water,
here?
there was water.
See that there's water coming through here.
No, but I thought at
yeah,
Nancy
but
there was a...
yeah, but I think if you would have gone into Nancy down by the river, you would have saw the big, huge Palace Stanislaus.
Mhm.
And you never saw that before, right? Okay. So I'm thinking that maybe it was more likely Looneyville instead of Nancy.
But I thought it was Nancy.
I mean,
No, it had to be Nancy. Had to be Nancy.
then maybe it was way on the outskirts.
No. Had to be Nancy I was picking up. I know that, positive. But I don't even know where I was at that time, whether we were already here, out here, or back around in here somewhere. I couldn't tell you that.
But so we were at the train station in Nancy. That didn't look familiar to you.
Well, I mean, we just walked out. I mean, no way. I mean,
Yeah.
there was barracks. There was a long, you know how the freight, where they store the freight and everything.
Yeah.
You know. I know there. And they were all full of supplies, you know.
Uh-huh. Now, the soldiers didn't sleep there in Nancy then? Like, did the infantry stay in those barracks that they set up by the train station?
No.
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 Just
Infant-
supplies there at the train
There was
station.
only there the supplies, and then they would ship the supplies out of Nancy to the front.
Okay.
They would come in by train. Food, K-rations,
Yeah, okay.
clothing. That was Nancy.
Okay, so you were down, and so these towns might be on the hill that overlooks. So
Not
now,
over
where
there,
did
no,
you,
no.
Now you also
that
said
had to
that-
be right on the edge of here.
what on the edge of here?
That hillside that I looked down at.
Right. But I said towards these towns because we've already been out this way, and this is up by where the cemetery was, and so these would be the hills on the other side of town this way. Now, where were you? Where were you almost shot?
That's what I'm saying, right here. Right on the edge of the town, right on the hillside, up on the hill, overlooking.
On a hill.
Overlooking Nancy.
Okay. Well then, why don't we close
We
this?
come in Nancy, and there was
No, Looneyville. You came to
Looneyville.
Looneyville before Nancy.
It was a wide, pretty wide street, but there was a lot of rubble, you know, stones and everything, because it was being shelled. We'd come up, now, it looked like the front of a station, but you had to turn either right or left, and we always went left and then went up the hillside. Oh, then that was, so that means I was that one day,
Go ahead.
I would say that we spent at least 4 days in this area.
Okay.
I'm almost sure around.
Well, let's cut this here and see if we can't figure out where that was.
I mean,
How high up above Looneyville?
not high, not
As high as that cemetery or lower?
or lower.
Lower than the cemetery we were at before.
Mm-hmm.
And okay.
It was high enough to where you could look down at the town. Oh, I should have had my hat. Son of a gun. Up the hill is World War I trenches. That's where I had a nice foxhole dug out there. And we were being shelled every day. Shells were coming in on us every day.
Want to see if it's still there?
But this, I remember this, they got new doors on it though.
English and talking louder isn't going to help them.
Sorry to die. He kept calling for his mother, 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 till he died. None of us wanted to go out to help him because it was real early in the morning, just daybreak. And the other German ran back, and he was running from tree to tree. Now, there should be, down there you turn right. I know Kapuscinski was coming right through here on a truck, and I sat out there in front of that school. I says, can't be. I said, it says something. And he says, oh, we're going up there to give the Germans hell. 5 minutes later, oh God, there's buildings up there now. See that? The gun landed right in there, in the bank of that, where those trees are. Now, right where those trees are, that's where that lieutenant, the buddy of mine, was wounded, right there. Oh, there's Moyenvik. I remember that. See, I can't remember turning here to go to Rushcourt. I thought it was straight. And that's where I saw that German plane down below me, flying real low. And then no, he crossed this road. He just went up over the wires and down again. That's right.
Rushcourt?
Huh?
You want to take a ride to Rushcourt?
Not yet. Wait, I'm going to show you some things around here yet.
Okay.
Yep. Right in that area there is where the Germans shot at my head. Right there in that area, about 100 yards in. See, this is pretty well grown on. It was just a lighted, just pretty sparsely wooded area then. And see, there's a lot that's cleared away now. But see there, and then it goes down. If I could look out that way, see, there's all trees there now. I can't see. But I was able to see the field out there with the road going through. And the tank battle out there. And the shells were falling on Looneyville. Then a German patrol come up and kicked us off this hill. Then we had to come back again on it, up here. Again, we had to come. See, this is ideal for just our kind of what we, you know, trained to do.
Okay.
All right, I enjoyed Paris very much. Beautiful city. And then I enjoyed very much going to the Omaha Beach, Utah Beach, visiting all over the areas. I enjoyed going back to the old places where I was in the service, visiting the areas that I went through. I enjoyed Looneyville very much, and Nancy. Ericourt, Ritchie-Court, Ericourt still didn't change too much. The old barn that I slept in was still there. I enjoyed traveling around all over the Nancy area and Looneyville area and trying to find out exactly the places, but the cities changed so much it was hard to determine exactly where I was. I enjoyed the dining out that we did, roughing it up at times.
What was your favorite thing to eat, Dad?
My favorite thing, that's the hardest thing. I enjoyed that one meal that I had for the salmon. I enjoyed that meal the best.
That was in Nancy.
But yeah, in Nancy. But the food, it was hard for me to get used to the food, especially the way they serve breakfast here. And the coffee. I miss drinking regular coffee. And the desserts, I probably liked every kind they have here. I mean, just
You tried every kind too.
I probably tried every kind of dessert, which I wasn't supposed to. But your eyes are bigger than your stomach. So all in all, it was a wonderful trip.
Did it live up to your expectations?
Absolutely more than I anticipated. It was.
So you'd say your son did a hell of a job putting this all together?
My son George did one great job. I have to give him credit. He did an excellent job getting us all around, getting the rentals, hotels. I don't know how he did it, but I would never would have been able to do that. But he did a wonderful job.
What a son.
And thank